Beauty Professor, and you can find my beauty blog at www.beautyprofessor.net. Today I'm excited to share my August favorites. I'll be covering skincare, body care, and of course makeup for this video today. I have about 20 products, and that was after very carefully paring my favorites list down, which illustrates how many products I get to try each month. I'm also going to try to be as succinct as possible, as we're going to be having dinner soon and I'm back on my full-blown teaching schedule. So I'm doing my very best to balance, of course, my video and blogging responsibilities with my lecturing responsibilities in the class. I look forward to another year of being able to do both. Starting off, I wanted to open by giving a quick overview of the Lancer The Method Polish, which is a great exfoliant for the face. The Lancer line is a dermatological line with a medical grade sensibility, and this polish is amazing for smoothing the skin, especially when showering. So I'll just show you a little bit. You can see that it's got this granular texture, and it's finely milled granules, so they're not so large as to be rough on the skin. I'm just rubbing it into my hand here to show you the effect, and hopefully the camera is picking that up. The granules kind of just rub off impurities, buff off dry skin and dead skin, and just leave the skin feeling amazing. It rinses off with warm water, and I'm just really impressed by its performance. Next, for this end of summer weather we've been having, it's been warm and it's been dry, and then it gets really humid. My skin feels like it's going through these big barometric pressure changes, and in turn it kind of takes a beating. One thing that's been helping to mitigate the weather intensity in Southern California is Ada Harper Revitalizing Body Oil. I've been using it daily, and you can see that seriously just one pump is sufficient to cover your extremities. I'm using it on my arms and my legs after showering. So I haven't even run the bottle down that much, and that's after using it a lot over the month of August. It smells amazing. It's super fresh. It's got this herbal aroma, and the oil itself just sinks into the skin beautifully. Next, I want to talk about a product that doesn't quite fit into skincare or body care or cosmetics. It is the Soul Mates, and these are for your high heels. Now, I wear high heels a lot, especially when I'm back at work teaching, and I do love a stiletto now and then. Now, the problem with wearing stilettos and teaching is that often I have to traverse grass to get to my classroom. Sometimes I'm in a bit of a hurry, and running through the grass with high heels, you'll know that feeling when your heels are sinking into the grass and pulling back up again. It's like you're aerating grass, and that's not your job. Also, it can take a toll on your heels themselves. One way to avoid that is with these little Soul Mates, and all they do is they snap onto your high heel, and you can pop them on and off very easily. When you know you're going to be in grass, you just put them on. They're clear, and it helps to prevent your high heel from sinking into the grass. And they're fairly discreet actually once you put them on the shoe, but like I said, they're very easy to remove. So you can use them when you're on grass, you can easily remove them and pop them into your purse when you're not. And these are just little lifesavers. As fragrance goes, I've been vacillating between two during the last weeks of summer. The first is the Byredo Black Saffron, and I have it in this leather travel container. And this also pops out like this, so you see the atomizer right there. I have it in a set of that I received from Neiman Marcus, but I will say this scent is incredible. I know that Byredo has a huge cult following because of its unique approach to scent, and this fragrance is just sweet, it's musky, it's got a leather tone, kind of a fresh berry tone, there's some smoke involved. It's all the scents that I enjoy rolled into one particular fragrance. This has been in my purse nonstop, and I just sprayed on. It also has magnificent lasting power. When I'm looking for something a little less mysterious, even though I do think this is great for daily wear, when I'm looking for something less mysterious, I've been embracing the Bond No. 9 Shelter Island. And this is in the travel size as well. Shelter Island is a fresh, nautical, kind of a blue scent if you were to correlate it with a color. I like this for those times when I'm looking for a cool fragrance that is non-cloying. It's just interesting. It smells really clean and really fresh. So that's the Bond No. 9 Shelter. My final skincare item is the 37 Extreme Actives from the Dr. Macrene line. And this is an amazing kind of all-around anti-aging day and night cream. my skin has gone through a lot over summer. Some sun, a lot of sunscreen, different makeup trials, and intense weather. And I found that at a certain point, I was just looking for a singular product to kind of nourish and tend my skin, so it wasn't getting product overload. This has an ultra natural ingredients list, and I think its selling point is that all of the ingredients, at least 37 of them, are active, meaning that they are immediately affecting the skin at a cellular level once it's been applied. So this is what the cream looks like, and you can see that I've definitely made quite a handsome dent in it. It is really nourishing. It feels almost like a balm, but it's absorbed instantly into my skin. I can wear it in the daytime under my primer, my Pauverge primer, and then my foundation. I also just wear it alone at night when I just want one simple layer of skincare. Obviously, since I've been using it a lot over the month of August, I can't speak to how it works in the long term because it's only been a few weeks, but I will weigh back in on this, and I do think with skincare, you need to have a proper, 6 weeks or so to be able to note its efficacy with any level of accuracy. But I do enjoy this, and I'm going to continue using it along with a couple of other products that I'm writing about on the blog in the coming days. On to base products. This is kind of a skincare foundation hybrid. It's the Lab Aqua BB, and I have it in the shade medium or 2. It's the center shade, and it's one of those cushion compacts as we've become familiar with. There's one from Amore Pacific. We have them from xoxo. This is an American version from Lab, and it is delightful in terms of coverage. Now, what I really like about this one, and I do love the Amore Pacific one, I've had great experiences with it in the past, but what I think really sets this apart is that it is not scented in an overt way. It has kind of a fresh, almost lemon scent that's typical of the Lab face products, but it's so light and it goes away quickly. Some people report that while they like the Amore Pacific formula, the scent, which is pretty strong, just doesn't agree with them. If you're looking for similar coverage and texture, similar performance, and obviously similar sun protection, then I recommend giving this one a try. Here it is swatched to my finger, that's medium, and I'll be doing a full blog post write-up on this soon, but I will say I've been relying upon this in kind of sporty moments when I'm outdoors, want some sun protection, and a quick kind of even canvas. Beautiful medium coverage, and I think this will match most people in the light to medium skin tone range. There's also a dark and a light to accommodate shades on either side of the spectrum. On to 2 other foundations I've been relying upon heavily in the month of August. One is the Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation, and this is a foundation I wore exclusively when I was on a vacation in Tucson, Arizona. Extremely arid desert, hot, sweaty. This holds up so amazingly. I'm wearing it right now, and this is the end of the day before dinner. I haven't really touched up my skin. I put a little powder across my T-zone, but that was it. And I'm telling you, it was a hot day even here today. I was working in my classroom setting some stuff up. I had meetings. Put this on, gosh, 10 hours ago, and you can see how well it holds up. It is so stalwart in terms of its lasting power. I get great medium buildable to full coverage with this, and I wear it in shade number 5. I have a full review of it on my blog, but it's definitely an August favorite. And then my final base product that I'll be discussing in this video is the YSL Fusion Ink Foundation, and I wear it in the shade B40, which is sand. It's a great match for my kind of NC 27 or so skin. It is lighter, of course, in texture than the Tom Ford, so it serves a slightly different purpose. I do find it's fairly long wearing, but if I really want, to pull up the big guns, I wear this. But for day-to-day, this is a beautiful foundation. My mom, who knows that I try an absurd amount of foundations on a regular basis, actually commented on this one, and that's saying something because she kind of has they all kind of look the same, but when she sees one that really stands out, she speaks about it. And so she was commenting on this one, saying how natural it looked on the skin, how it evens everything out without looking obvious. And she has said the same thing about the Tom Ford as well. So I'm loving this, and I have swatches of every shade on my blog. One primer that I've been using in addition to my trusty Pauverge is a cream primer. This is the Serge Lutens Teint Fine. I hope I'm saying that in some area of correctness. And I've had it for quite a while, but I've been using it a lot in August. It's an extremely white primer, so you would not want to put it all over the face, but putting it on the high points of your face, like in here, maybe right here, even down here. It just does amazing things to the face in person. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it has this beautiful priming, smoothing, highlighting effect. It is an expensive product and you get a very small amount, but I've had this for well over a year, and even with regular use, I haven't made a substantial dent in it. So I do think it's totally worth it. It's a subtle product and you kind of have to play with it to find out how it best suits you. But once you do, I think it's invaluable. I've been truly loving it, and I will say it does not have any obvious shimmer illuminating properties. This is not your traditional, oh, highlighter, creamy gold satin finish. It's nothing like that. It's just like a very gossamer whitish cream, and it just does amazing things. I'd love to hear from you if you've tried it yourself and what you think about it. In terms of blush, I've tried a bunch of powders, bronzers, complexion products to enhance contour and brightness on the cheeks, and I've loved many this summer. I'm only going to talk about 3 right now, even though it pained me to pare it down to 3. But here they are. One is a Surratt Beauty custom palette. This is the large compact, and I have 3 different blushes here. I'll list their names in the box below, but I will say that this gradient just accommodates nearly every cheek look you could hope for. They pair beautifully with bronzer or contour. You've got this very pale color. I know off the top this is Duchess. And we have Parfait right in here, which is this beautiful soft kind of peach with a little pink. And then this bolder color, which is a French name that I will put in the box. Surratt Beauty makes beautiful blushes because they're finely milled, they're highly pigmented, and they look like nothing on the skin except just better skin. So I've been using this palette a lot in the summer, especially in August, and I know I'll continue using it. Another blush that has been an interesting discovery for me is the Kogan cheek powder, and I'll put the number in the box below because I'll have to look at the box because it's in a language that I do not speak. Oh, Pink 04. Okay, I do speak that language. Favorite independent beauty lines. They have gorgeous base products and skincare, lipsticks, lip glosses, and they've just got a limited supply of blushes. This Pink 04 truly is this dusty powder pink you see right here. Any swatching I might do, I just don't think it's going to translate. But on the cheeks, you just get this beautiful wash of very pale pink color, and for me, I'm always on the hunt for a pale pink. This is a soft, neutral powder pink, and it's one of their newer colors in their latest collection. I'll be covering all of them in a blog post coming up soon, but I've been using this a lot, as you can see, in the month of August. Finally, a summer favorite for me has been the Jouer Luminizing Cheek Tint in Rosy Glow. Now, this one performs differently. It's a gel, and it also is intended to adapt to your skin tone, and then over the course of, like, for me, it's like 12 minutes, maybe 15. They say up to 20. Give it up to 20. It turns into a beautiful, natural, rosy glow on your cheeks. It's just lovely. If I swatch on my pinky, I fear you just won't get, well, you can kind of see it's undertone, but I do have it swatched on my blog after the color develops, and it's just so pretty. It's dewy, it's not overly shimmery, and it just looks like a really natural flush. So it's a beautiful little product, and it's so compact for the makeup bag. For eyes, I am only going to talk about 2 products, though I've been using obviously more than 2 in the month of August, but I was trying to be succinct. So one is the Clé de Peau Eye Color Quad. Now this is in shade 307, and I warn you now, it looks like it's had use because, oh, I don't know, it has. So here there's a dent in each of the colors. I love seeing that. It just tells you the product is well loved. And I received all the shades in this particular installment for fall, and have been loving them all, but truly have gravitated towards 307. It has this beautiful champagne. It has a deep neutral brown. It's not too dark. It has a beautiful kind of coppery rust, and then it also has this deep purple when you feel like stepping it up a notch. I use it on my upper lid, my lower lid. It doesn't crease. I don't even use primer. I have swatches of all of these shades on my blog, and I'll link to it below, but gosh, what a beautiful formula. Definitely worth the investment. And then my last eye product is the Giorgio Armani Eye and Brow Maestro. Now, I haven't had this for more than a week or so, but I used it a lot. I've been using it a lot, almost every day, because I'm just so intrigued by this. I have swatches of every shade available, but I'll just say quickly, this is a multitasking product. I have it in shade 04 Amber, which is this kind of khaki brown. That's like a very heavy swatch just on the pinky. It's very pigmented and it's intended for a few uses. You can use it on your lid as a shadow, which I like to blend outward and then use maybe like a champagne up here and it's done. You can use it as an eyeliner. You can use it as a brow product to kind of enhance the brows and it stays in place because it's water resistant. You can use it as a root touch-up. I don't need it for that yet, thankfully, but down the line I might find that that comes in really handy. And all in all, it's just a really beautiful, versatile product with extreme pigmentation. High quality, lovely. I'm so excited about these. I think it's just a really interesting innovation. Good grief, it is almost dinner time and we are getting to the end. I'm just about to talk about lips right now. So let me run through these quickly. And this was a major edit on my end as well because I definitely want to speak about more than I'm talking about. I'll have to save some for next month or certainly for a future video or blog post. The first is the Revive, don't know if I'm saying that right, Intensity Volumizing Lip Serum. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I know I've read great things about this line, but the lip serum is just so lovely. It comes in like a brush applicator. You rub it all over your lips. It instantly absorbs. It's not a gloss. It doesn't have color, but it just fills out your lips and your lip contour area, and I feel really moisturized and hydrated. I've been using it before lipstick in the morning and then at night, and I think it is complete. Oh, catch on the wall. Got distracted. Sorry. I think it is completely worth the investment. Just a beautiful product because I'm getting so much use out of it. Another lip product that I want to mention is the By Terry Baume de Rose Nutri-Color, and I picked it up in the shade Rosy Babe, which is a pale, very pretty pink. I have a blog post devoted to this shade and how I like to wear it, but I will just say that it's got the same nourishing benefits of the Baume de Rose, which I use regularly, with an infusion of color. And it just looks so pretty on the lips, kind of for an effortless, sophisticated, soft look. Rosy Babe is a very wearable pink. I think it'll complement most skin tones, and it doesn't have any shimmer, so it's just a kind of pure, glossy, glassy finish rather than a shimmery, frosty one. I think these are soon to be cult favorites as well because there are other colors in this lineup, but I'm definitely pleased with Rosy Babe and wore it a lot in the month of August. For color, I'm going to talk about 3 lipsticks and 2 glosses, so here we go. The first is the NARS Audacious lipstick in Julie. You can see it's had a major amount of use in the month of August. I have swatches of it and the other NARS Audacious shades that I've procured on my blog. I'll link to it, but Julie is this gorgeous peachy pink, so opaque in one instant pass. On the lips, it deepens for me, so when I want kind of a soft coral, this is what I go for. I can also kind of cut it or mitigate it with a lighter gloss or even a lighter lipstick to still get this tone, but maybe not this depth. But gosh, I love Julie. I'm so happy I have it in my collection and it hasn't left my purse. Then I have the NARS Audacious lipstick in Raquel, which may be one of the most perfect nudes I have ever encountered. I didn't get a chance to talk about this in my video. There it is right there. There's Raquel on these NARS lipsticks because I didn't have it yet. It wasn't in the store when I purchased my other ones, but I was able to get this at the NARS boutique, and I'm just so impressed with how pretty this is. It's so just perfect in terms of being a neutral pinky nude. It just fills in your lips. Your lips look so voluminous, and it's just a cream finish, not matte, not shiny. It looks great by itself or mixed with another color, and my mom and I both have it and are just in love with it. Then another shade I used a lot over the month of August is Laura Mercier Cream Smooth Lip Color in 60s Pink. Love the name, love the shade. I've reviewed it, so I'll link to it below. But here it is. It's a soft, kind of slightly shimmery, pinky coral. Definitely a color that I love, and it's beautiful on the lips. It's just flattering. It's easy to wear. It's nourishing, and I adore it. 2 more products. One is Matière de Beauté Lip Cream in Crème de la Crème. And this is one I picked up earlier this summer, but I've been wearing a lot in August. It just looks so pretty. It's a very softly opaque beige. And it has slightly pink leanings, but I would not call this a pink gloss. I can wear it alone with lip liner. I also like to wear it over a darker lip color, and it just helps to reduce the intensity. Such a pretty color, so versatile. And finally, the last lip product that I want to discuss is the Hourglass Extreme Sheen Lip Gloss in the shade Child. I don't know what took me so long to try this shade, but I'm so glad I finally did. It is a beautiful, soft, slightly beige pink nude. Big surprise. And it has a remarkable amount of opacity for being a gloss. I really love the Hourglass Extreme Sheen Lip Gloss in Canvas, which is an opaque kind of rosy beige nude with a lot more depth. And this is a beautiful complement to my growing collection. It's just soft. It looks really pretty on the lips. It doesn't wash you out even when it's worn alone. It has this delicious scent I can't quite put my finger on, but it's definitely pleasing. And the texture is kind of cushiony, plush, almost feels like a gel, and it completely hydrates the lips and has decent lasting power. I wore it all day today earlier, and I actually have a bit on now with a pink color just so you can get a sense of what it looks like and how reflective it is. Just a lovely formula. Child is definitely worth getting if you can, and I highly recommend it. And so concludes my August favorites video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I welcome your questions and your comments. Please let me know if you've tried any of these products and what you think about them, and also, of course, what's interesting you in this new month of September. As always, thank you for being lovely subscribers, and please don't forget to visit me at my beauty blog, Beauty Professor, which can be found at www.beautyprofessor.net. Take care.